Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? It's your boy Spyro2355 here. Today we're gonna start on a brand new Let's Play. We're gonna hopefully get this one done to come through to completion. This one's gonna take a while, so is Breath of the Wild, which is the other one I chose to do. But the game that we're doing today is Final Fantasy VIII, and I have been so looking forward to this because I used to play this game all the time as a kid. I have loved this game for so long. My uncle first introduced me to it, and I cannot praise him enough for showing me the ropes on this game. It is fantastic. And for those of you guys who have never played this, the game is just phenomenal. You guys will get to see the opening cutscene. But let's go ahead and get started. And let me know in the comments below for question of the day. What is your favorite Final Fantasy game? If you've never played a Final Fantasy game, state in the comments below which game you would like to see. Because I have 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10-2 all in my Steam library. So I can do any one of those after this one that you want. You just have to list them in the comments below and let me know what you want. My favorite is Final Fantasy VIII. I grew up with this game. I know this game pretty well, but it's been about a year since I've really played through it. I'm playing through it with my buddy Doskitos on his channel. We're going to be doing this game, so if you guys want to see it, stay tuned on Sundays, and we'll be doing that game. And it'll be on his channel, so twitch.tv/DoskitosGaming is the place you need to go for that. I'll try to leave a link in the description, if possible, to go to his channels. That way you guys can give him a follow and go over there to watch him. He's a really cool streamer anyway, so even if he's not streaming with me, he's still just dynamite to watch. He's part of my Savage Squad stream team, so hopefully you guys will go over there and show him some love. So here we go, guys. Brand new game. We're starting it right now. I freaking love that opening cutscene. It is just, oh, this whole game is just so fantastic. All right. Now, the original name for this guy is Squall, but we're going to name him after me, so that way I can kind of, you know, keep the files straight. I'm not going to leave it as the standard file, you know, as the default names. For those of you guys who are wondering, yes, this is Leon from Kingdom Hearts. But his real name is Squall Leonhart. Leon is just a nickname. So that's the reason why Yuffie calls him Squall at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1, is because his real name is Squall. But he wants to be called Leon as a nickname. So that clears that up. I'm not going to be reading the text, so I'm going to leave it up long enough for you guys to read it. I'm just going to be kind of making random comments as I go through the game. But if you guys want me to read the comments, Jack, like if you want me to, or Indy, if you want me to, then that's fine. I'll try to make a conscious effort to do it. It's just that I read better in my head than I do actually speaking it. I have a problem speaking sometimes. So if you want me to speak the name, that's fine. But if you want me to read the text out, that's fine. It's completely up to you. You guys can leave it in the comments below and tell me what you want me to do. Just keep in mind that I may fuddle some words up sometimes. But as of right now, I'm not, for this first episode, I'm not going to be. So I'm going to be looking at your comments and, you know, for this video, that way you can answer my question. That way, you know, if you want me to read the text or not. All right. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, and that actually is the truth. He's way more complex than what people think. And there is Balam Garden. Now, the CD exam, and that's actually pronounced CD, exam is something that we're going to be doing in the next episode. Today we're going to be doing the Fire Cavern. And getting the first GF, and I think that's a good place to stop, especially with after the, you know, all of the opening cutscene and everything, you kind of get used to the game. And Indy, I am going to be explaining this the best way that I can, so that way you won't be lost or anything, and, you know, you'll be able to know exactly what to do. And for those of you guys who don't know, I'm doing this Let's Play as a request for two people. One is Jack21. He's a big friend of my channel, a big friend of mine, and I'm doing this for him, as well as Indie Pro Star. He requested that I do this. So I'm going to make sure to explain this the best that I can. Your CD exam is basically your test to become a CD. And when you're a CD, you get paid based on how well you do in the exam. You get paid money as you're running around and doing stuff. So you'll never be short on cash, which I think is pretty cool. Now, before you even start to go anywhere in the school, you want to make sure you sit right back down at your desk. That way you can get your GFs, or Guardian Forces. Because those are your summons in this game. Like in Final Fantasy VII, you had summons. Basically, GFs are like ultimate attacks that the Guardian Forces come in, they do their attack, and then they leave. But it does way more damage than what you can do at the start. You also have a complex system for making yourself stronger, called the junction system, which we'll explain in this episode. And I can explain it a little bit better than Keistis can, so I will be doing that explanation for myself. So you sit right back down at your computer, and you log into this page right here that says tutorial on it. And this is how you get your GFs. Quetzalcoatl and Shiva. Or Codal, however you want to pronounce it. I do it both ways. It's supposed to be pronounced Quetzalcoatl. That's how you're supposed to pronounce it. It's Quetzalcoatl. I'm going to leave these the default names, so the GFs are going to be their default names. Now, that's all you need. You don't need to go to anything else. So, unless you want to be part of the festival committee, which I usually don't. Now, once you get up here, you need to make sure you talk to Keistis. She talks about going to the fire cavern, which is where we're going to be going today. Now, you have one of two choices. You can either go to the training center and try to grind a little bit, or you can go to the fire cavern immediately. The only thing that going to the training center will do is up your strength a little bit. It's not really going to do much, because you won't be more powerful than the enemies. This game does level scaling to where you're the same level as your enemies all the time. So the only way you can be stronger than them is by actually using the junction system. So, yeah. You got to meet her at the front gate, is essentially what you need to take from all this. The study panel, which was where I just was to get my Guardian Forces, that's what she was referring to. But now, I'm going to do the junctioning right now. That way you guys can kind of know how it works, okay? You go to junction and hit confirm. Go to the character you want to junction. Hit junction, GF. Now, these are where you junction your Guardian Forces. As you can see, different ones highlight different stats. that lets you junction magic on top of those stats. To junction magic, you have to draw it out of enemies. Once you junction magic, the more you use that magic, the weaker you get. So once you reach 100, do not use it anymore. My recommendation would be to do both of them to yourself at first. And junction magic, GF, and draw. That's typically what I do. That way I can have a kind of a balance between drawing magic, casting magic, and summoning my Guardian Force if the need arises. Now when you first start, you won't have any abilities, so the best thing to do is just to exit out, follow the hallway, down this corridor, down this corridor, and you'll automatically go to the next part. She becomes important later on in the story, in the next episode. You missed homeroom, yeah. Now you have to take the elevator down to go to the main directory. And I will show you exactly what everything is. Now, this guy over here, if you guys are interested in playing Triple Triad, you talk to this guy. And Triple Triad is like this game's card game. I'll show you a couple of games of it. That way you can kind of see what it's like. And for those of you guys who have played Skylanders, it's essentially like that. It's essentially like Sky Stones. It's close to the same. There's an equivalent in Final Fantasy IX, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. There is a card game in this game that you can kind of do if you want to kind of take some time off from it. You can earn all kinds of cool cards and all kinds of cool bonus stuff if you do this. It's not necessary to beat the game or anything, but it's a good idea to do sometimes just to see. I don't know which characters have all the rare cards or anything, but you know, it's good to play Triple Triad sometimes. But we're gonna go do the Fire Cavern and then we're gonna end it off. So once we get to the Fire Cavern, that's it. We're done. Now, this is the directory right here that will take you to different places on the map. In the garden, excuse me. That map right there that you see in the center, that is basically your indication of where each one goes. You know? You can use this as a warp to go instantly to anywhere in the garden that you want at the beginning of the game. You can't do that after a certain point though, so don't get used to relying on it. The dormitory is to the north. That's where you can rest and change and whatnot, restore your HP and all that junk. The cafeteria is that way. And there's a big rush for hot dogs, as he says. That is the parking lot. You don't really need to know about that one. The front gate is where we have to meet Keistis, in which he just got a reminder for that. The quad is the place where you can go talk to some students, blah, 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 blah. The quad doesn't stay there for the whole game, but it's a good idea to know where it is, because of the garden festival. You can go by there and join the committee and blah, 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 blah. I typically don't do that, but you're more than welcome to if you want. You can play the game however you want to play the game. I'm just going to give you a guide to kind of explain things, tell you how things work. This is not going to be a one-off, though. I'm going to do the whole game, but I'm going to show you how I play the game, because how I play the game may not be how you want to play it, and that's fine. You guys can play it however you want to. The infirmary You can go to talk to Dr. Katawaki whenever you want to. She's a pretty nice lady, so I'm sure she wouldn't mind. That's the training center. That's where I was referring to. The one in the green is the training center. That's where you can go fight real monsters and stuff if you want to, you know, practice and get better. Then there's the library, and that's about it. So you also have the 3rd floor, which is where Headmaster Sid's office is. That location becomes more important later on in the game. I'll explain it more once we get to that point. That's about it. So I hope I explained everything well. So we're going to be going ahead and doing this fire cavern now. And she says goodbye. And now I'm going to go ahead and save. There we go. Now, you go out the front. Now, you see this little purple point right here? This is called the draw point. This will let you draw different spells that will help you out in the game. You can't draw from it more than once per day, I think. Sometimes you can draw from it more than once, but for the most part, you can't. Okay, I don't have enough magic to really make a difference. Okay. Now. Now this is where she explains about the junctioning system. I've already done that. But if you guys need a more in-depth tutorial, you can go over that again. Or you can back up to in my video where I explained it. And you can rewatch that again. Junctioning magic is something I haven't gone over yet, but I will explain it once I get some magic to junction. Okay, and I wouldn't junction cure magic unless it's to HP, because that's really the only way that you need it. Now, to get to the fire cavern, you have to go that way. I am going to go this way, because there is actually a hidden draw point over here, and now I can show you how the battle system works. Okay. Now, the battle system is a turn-based battle system. So you have to be a fan of old school RPGs. You have to wait for the little bar to fill up. Then you get to pick what you want to do. I'm going to draw a magic. I'm going to stock this magic. I don't know what it is, but we're going to find out. Okay, blizzards. That's good. We need those. Now, with Keestis, I'm just going to attack. Sometimes she lands crits. And I'm just going to keep drawing magic until I get 100 of them. Or until I kill this dude, whichever comes first. To attack, you just simply confirm the attack button and attack. Now, with your main character, to attack, you hit the attack button and you can attack them. Now, if you can manage to hit the trigger button at the right time, you can actually do double the damage. Like so. and that's how you get your experience points. You also get items from every fight. Well, not from every fight, but from most fights you get items as well. So it's not exactly the hardest game to grasp once you see how it's done. It's just not the easiest until you get the hang of it. Now here's a hidden draw point. Asuna is a rare magic. If you stay on the road, you're less likely to run into fights. If you get off the road like I did, you're more likely to run into fights. But if you stay on the road, you won't. Now let's see what this guy has. Now that might not be the same if you're playing along on the PlayStation version. If you're playing on the PlayStation version, you want to hit the R1 button. Or you can change it around to make your own thing. He has magics I've never seen. Okay, let's see what we got here. Fires, okay. That works. And let's see what else he has. Scans, okay. Those are good. Scans are useful. Let me show you why. You go to magic, you click scan, click the enemy you want to scan. Now watch this. It tells you an enemy's strength, weakness, as well as his HP. He's weak against ice and wind. You see that? This should kill it. There we go. Now, I'll show you what GFs do once we get to the fire cavern. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how to junction magic now. You go to junction. Now go to junction magic. Now, as you can see, I have 30 blizzards stocked up. Now, what this is going to do is raise my magic power. See? How when I highlight it, it goes up by 3. See that? It can do the same thing on the spirit, but it doesn't go up as much because blizzards is spelled meant for magic. So you go ahead and equip that magic. You go down to spirit and equip the next magic that's really good for it. Which, right now, I don't really have any magic that's good for it. So, we're just going to leave it like it is. But now my magic is increased by 3. So, you see, that's how you increase your stats in this game. You can get them through level ups, too. But once you hit level 100, you're peaked. The only way you can get them is by getting the items strength +1 and things like that. Or by junctioning more powerful magic. That's the only way you can get them raised. So just attack these guys. That guy's dead. And so is that guy. All right. There we go. Now, to the fire cavern we go. Now, before we go in there, I'm going to save. I already explained this, so I'm going to skip it. But if those of you guys that need to do it, if you're playing along, then you can go back and watch what I just did and how to junction it. Different magic pops up in different enemies, so you have to make sure that you junction the right stuff. I just explained how to use the Gunblade. You have to hit the trigger at the right time. It's the same thing for your limit break, if we get to that point. So, I usually put it on about 20 minutes. Now, they walk up behind you, and then you get to go through here. And may I just say, I love this music. Now, you can run into random battles in here, so be careful. See? Told you, I didn't think I was going to get through there scot-free. Now, we're going to see what these guys have. Stock. Thunders! Okay. These guys are weak. Because one attack usually kills them. I bet you I can not pull the trigger and still kill them. Yep. I just purposely didn't pull the trigger just to see if it would kill him. Now, here we go. There's a drop point over here where you can get some fire if you want it. Which I typically do. 8 fires, that's not bad. Next. Now, I have my blizzards I have my blizzards junctioned, so I'm not going to be using them, though it would pretty much one-shot those guys. But I can use my thunders. I will do that. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. Lamb. Be careful attacking this guy straight up, because sometimes they can blow up. Do not hit him with fire, though, because that will cure him. Bye-bye. Okay. Ooh, close to level up. And I ran into another fight. That's okay. You guys are going to be getting some extended periods of learning how to use the combat system. Chance for first strike. Very cool. Okay. I'm going to stock some blizzards. Then I'm going to attack it. Whack. Okay. The reason why I'm trying to stock blizzards is because I have it attached to my magic. And that can make me stronger. There we go. Okay, he leveled up. Now, we're about to fight the boss. Here's the boss fight. You have until that timer runs out to beat him, so... This is where I pull out the GFs. Now, the GFs have HP of their own. If they get knocked out before they're summoned, they do not come back until after the fight, or until you use a G return. Shiva is an ice elemental. Her specialty is ice, of course. She does Diamond Dust, which is one of the most powerful spells that you can get. In fact, Diamond Dust is exclusive to Shiva. You can't learn it, so... Ow. Okay. GF, Shiva, summon. Now, do not attack until Shiva gets summoned, because if you do, it stops the timer of her being summoned. So you want to make sure she gets summoned first, then click attack. Otherwise, Keistis will attack and stop the timer. I mean, it's really quite simple. Now, if you want to scan Ifrit to find out how much HP he has, then you can. Ow. Pain. Okay, seems that he's almost dead. He's weak against ice. All right. Bada boom, baby. Steady. Oh. He's gonna knock out Shiva. If he does that, I'm screwed. Because then I'll have to start hitting him with my blizzards, and I really don't want to do that. Alright, let's do it. There you go, Shiva. Blast him to Kingdom Come. Yeah! That's a good one. Whack! Oh yeah! I should be getting close to killing him by now. There we go. Bam! Skadoo! Alright. I could have chosen the 10-minute timer and been just fine. That doesn't happen often. G return your Ifrit's card and 20 AP. And you also get Ifrit himself. The elemental attack junction ability. The elemental junction ability. That basically it lets you let me see. Yeah. Elemental junction. It lets you do magic junction, this essentially. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and junction this new GF to him. And junction magic. The fire will increase his strength by 2, but that will increase his strength by 3. So either way you go, it's fine. Honestly, though, if you really want to, you know, increase his strength to the max, I would do the one you got the most in. But we'll have to see how much. Okay, so that'll up it to 9. So it'll be 1 less than what it is now. So it won't affect it much. That's one thing you have to watch out for whenever you're junctioning magic. You have to kind of gauge things accordingly. Okay, so that's all we can do for now. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of the fire cavern. And then save it, and then we're going to be done. So, yeah. Oh, goody. Well, these guys are weak, so I'm not even going to waste my time. Bye-bye. And Keistis leveled up too. Okay. Now then. Well, okay, a couple more random fights won't hurt. Oh! A bomb. Alright. And he's dead. Bye-bye. Alrighty. Alright, we're done. That's it. You can go back in the fire cavern anytime you want to level up or draw a particular magic. Now then, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Make sure you leave a like if you are enjoying the content. And if you're hyped for Final Fantasy VIII, because I definitely am, you guys make sure that you click that like, alright? And leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my channel, because I'm going to be doing all kinds of sorts of content on here now, especially now that I've got my Switch updated. So make sure that you guys stay tuned, because there's going to be a lot more content coming your way. God bless each and every one of you. Much love to all you guys. I will talk to you soon. God bless you all, and we'll see you next time. Bye.